Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Noonie. It's Leo in the third house, back with another reading. It's going to be another random read for another random sign. We won't know until we get done shaking up the jars. I'm trying to get as many as I can while I'm on break real quick. So we'll see. If I know I can get this one, if I can get one more in before it's time to roll back, I will. But I know I can at least get 3. So thanks to all those people who like, share, subscribe. I don't want to do a lot of talking. All my people who be commenting, what's up with it? Hey, that's it, man. I'm just glad to be here. Thanks to the people who be subscribing. I mean, to the people who donated, and those people who booked those readings. I value y'all so much. You really don't understand. Like, so don't let pride get in your way. So if someone here is being a bit stubborn, a bit pushy, you know the word that came to my mind? Misogynistic, you know. And I'm gonna keep it G. I don't even know what that word genuinely means all the way. So I never use it, but that was the word that came to my mind. So I wanted to say that. But there's this energy of basically like someone is feeling like they need to get their way. They don't care about nobody else's feelings or how other people are perceiving them. They want to get their way. That's too many. That's the energy I'm getting. Like, yeah, you want to get your way. It's just stubbornness. Stubbornness and self-assured that they're in the right. Either you or them, someone already thinks that they're in the right. So, we'll see. Too many. Ooh. So many at one time. This is why I don't like this deck. It take too much time. You know? They're good for personal readings, but when it's time to do like these, they be making it difficult on me. Help me out, baby. This is the last time. If they don't act right, I'm gonna switch decks. Alright. So, that might be what's going on. If you can't get the results you're looking for, you might have to do something different. That might be what's going on for you. Maybe you tried to work on it, and it just isn't going in the way that you would like. But maybe you have expectations for how it would be. Maybe you're not being pliable or working to see how it works. Like maybe you're not actually like being more not fair, but like kind of like being more forgiving, allowing them a chance to be who they be. Maybe you're just trying to control the way that you think it should be. You know? Because that's why I got rid of those cards, because there was a way I was expecting them to be. So we got Cups, Queen of Cups. Okay, so someone wants to give an apology or wants to offer their emotions. You know, something's been revealed to you. That's what I'm getting. So you're changing your beliefs. You know, basically what you're coming into this is changing your beliefs. Changing your perceptions about something. Something that once felt stable to you is no longer feeling stable to you. Or you're just not holding on to them as tightly anymore. You might be releasing them. Old beliefs that you once had. So that's why it's telling you overall, don't let pride get in your way. So you're releasing. You come into this releasing old beliefs, and you have a fear of it too, because what you're worried about is this betrayal that you've already gotten over. You've already gotten over the worst part of it. You know what I mean? So the advice is letting you know, like, let go of these burdens. Move on to calmer waters. You've already done the hard work. You've already been enlightened to the situation. Like you already see the situation from a whole nother perspective. Why are you still carrying the burdens of the situation? What you have now, though, is a missed opportunity with a relationship, and that's what you're still guarded about. There's a missed opportunity that happens because of this, all right? Or a missed opportunity to compromise and work together with someone else if it's not a relationship. But I always read it as a relationship because you got the Six of Swords as well connected to it, which usually has to do with like mental clarity or moving your mental thoughts to like a smoother state of being, you know. And then you have it right next to like to the Hangman in reverse, which is having a realization, like finally gaining the wisdom or the clarity of seeing this from a whole nother perspective. You know, so you might be seeing it from their perspective now that you've already missed the opportunity, because maybe you're recognizing that you were guarded and you possibly want to pursue it again, or maybe share your emotions now, share your feelings. You might want to either offer an apology as well, because you realize that maybe you might have been holding on too tightly or too strong. So you're having to balance out your spirituality. So you need to make a practical step here and not just dream about what you would like. So all this information that you've gotten and all this enlightenment and all this clear understanding that you've got, you need to do some actual steps towards making this a balanced moment, or actually taking some physical action in towards making this making like use of this information that you've gained now, this clarity and this understanding that you've gained. It's time for you to actually make use of it and not just think or be stuck in your head about it. All right, because you have a desire to go after this. It's like you're still afraid and holding back because of a past betrayal that you've already gotten over. All right, and that's what's had you stuck in these beliefs of like your pride and your way of like, I want things my way. So now you have this energy of possibly wanting to offer your emotions, but it might seem a bit manipulative. You know, because now that you've gotten this epiphany or this clear way of thinking, things have been revealed to you, and it's usually within your psyche. Something has been revealed to you from the back of your mind. All of a sudden, you get this realization, like, oh, you know what I mean? And now it's a feeling of like, I missed an opportunity, a good opportunity. I missed this. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, you know, and now the feeling of like not being happy, of like not wanting to be social or having to get outside of your norm. There's like a fear of getting outside of your norm. You have this fear of getting outside of your norm, of having to do things that aren't normal to you, which is also like getting outside your comfort zone, or dealing with people who aren't in your friend circle. You know, because there's this opportunity that you missed of either making a friend or making a possible partnership with someone else. And you basically like turned your back on your friends. You want to turn your back on your friends and possibly offer this offer to an earth sign, possibly. Could be an earth sign, could be someone who's possibly working on their money. If it's not an earth sign, someone who might be having money issues, but you basically want to offer your emotions. What I'm getting though is your likely outcome is still the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which is like codependency, not being comfortable alone, not being stable, but you know, by yourself, financially struggling a bit, or just in the physical sense of like, it's like depending on others for your value, like you want other people to see your value at the same time. So maybe that's what it is. You're probably going to try to go back and like want them to see your value now, because maybe you feel like you missed this opportunity with this relationship, and now something's become clear to you that wasn't quite clear to you before. It just seemed like things might have been foggy, or like you were missing the bad, like you were missing the bigger picture, or the vaguer points is what I was getting. So you might have always been feeling like you were right. That might have been what it was. And that's why pride was getting in your way. You might have felt like this whole time you were right. And now you've got this sudden realization that you were wrong. So now you're needing to balance out this spirituality and this practicality. Now you're needing to make practical steps and not just think about or dream about what could be. You actually have to make some type of step and some type of effort, you know, in the physical sense. So right now you're just in a thinking stance. You know, you're just thinking, and you're actually needing to actually make some type of move because you've already got the clarity and the understanding that you need. Now you need to actually put some effort behind this new understanding that you have, or this spiritual enlightenment that you have. It's time to put some footwork to it. All right, because you feel like you missed an opportunity, even though you got an enlightenment. The enlightenment was like, oh, snap, I might have been wrong. And now I see things differently. And so there's this energy of like being afraid of either turning your back on your friends, or energy that's having you being afraid of like going outside your norm, you know, like actually sharing your feelings with people who aren't normally your regular base of people. You get what I'm saying? Like these aren't your traditional people, not your traditional. These aren't the people who you normally would like hang out with or share your emotions with or share your feelings with. So this is people who are outside of your normal place of doing things, or your normal friendship circle. So you might have turned your back on either that, or friends who you might have realized that aren't really friends. And now what you want is possibly this person to either, I don't see really taking you back or taking them back. I'm seeing this energy of like, just to kind of like dependent on them to see your value now. Now it's like, or maybe you're trying to convince them that you see their value now, if that makes sense. But your outcome is believing in the impossible. So this might be a long shot, and that might be what you're really afraid of. You might be afraid of actually like approaching this person with this, because you don't want to get shot down because you've been hurt before, and you've been carrying on to this and holding on to this situation still. It's this energy of just being like, I want to go after it, but I'm like, my pride is hurt, my ego is hurt, you know, and you really feel like you missed this opportunity, but you still have a lot of love for this person, and you really want to give your emotions and you want to share your feelings with this person. You want to share your cup with this person, but I'm not really getting the energy of you doing anything. It's just your advice is that you should do something. You should put foot to pavement and make a move. You know, instead you might just, you know, pretend that you've already got everything stable. Okay, so it says expression. Express how you feel clearly, lovingly, and honestly, without fear or judgment. Say it exactly like it is. All will be resolved when you express to others how you truly feel. Trust in the power of life to guide you and heal all concerned. Self-expression is liberating and healing. And then you have courage. Dare to be different, to make mistakes, create, for it is in creation that you exist. In this world of dreams that stem from the eternal heart, you are all one with creation. All is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself, for it is only through being true to you that you can be true to others. And that's why I'm saying believe in the impossible. It was letting you know that all is possible. Go forth and be true to yourself. So that's why you're needing to balance the spirituality and practicality. You've already gotten the enlightenment that you need. You've already got the understanding that you need. Things that were kind of like unsure to you now are pretty damn clear to you now. Now you're needing to follow your intuition instead of looking at how other people will see you. Because that's just a fear. You have a fear of it, of maybe your friends or people who you kick it with or enjoy or like spend time with intimately, that they'll judge you. You know, instead it's like believe in the impossible. What it is that you want to occur, what it is that you want to happen can happen, but you need to make practical steps, not just dream about it and not just get stuck in your thoughts about it. Express it. Go out and physically get involved and say something, do something. So your last card that you have on the bottom of the deck is self-criticism. It says, we, your angels, ask you to please be more compassionate towards yourself. Observe the times when you have critical thoughts about you and make an effort to replace these negative thoughts with positive, loving ones. You are a wondrous being of light, even if at times you think you are less than perfect. Remember that God and divine perfection exist in all things. Okay, so that's the advice I got. We're going to shake it up and see who it is for. We're going to take a guess. I'm going to take a guess and say this is either Aquarius or Gemini. But you take a guess real quick and try to figure it out. Two. Gemini. I'm the rawest. I'm just messing. But it is Gemini. Look at that. Gemini. Okay. So Gemini, thanks for watching. This is your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the third house.